Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay, today I'll be talking about three things, and for these three things, you're going to need your rough draft in front of you. So whether it's on a piece of paper or on your laptop, please open that up. Please don't be playing any games while we're talking about this and your laptops are open. You should be paying attention because I'm talking about the things that you will need to know in order to submit your finalized essay. The three things I'm talking about while you guys are getting your things out, everyone should be getting their things out right now, would be organization, thesaurus.com, and typing and submitting your essay, all the things I want done for that. So make sure you have your things out, and here we go. All right, take 3. So for this, I really want you guys to have your paper written rough drafts in front of you, right? The ones that are on paper. Because if I'm talking about organization and you messed up on something little, you're able to make a cute little mark on your paper or draw an arrow. So I want your papers in front of you. Even if you have written and typed your whole draft and you're ready to submit it, I still want you looking at your rough draft on paper. So here we go. I'm just going to be talking about the organization. I'm making a couple little notes. So all I want you to be doing while I'm talking about these things is you're just referring back to your paper. Did I do that? Yes. Okay. Mentally check mark. Oh, I didn't do that. Let me make a little note here so that I can fix that when I'm typing. So here we go. The first thing we're talking about with organization, I'll scoot in a little bit, would be our introduction, our intro. So your intro should be 4 to 5 sentences. Right? And these 4 to 5 sentences aren't as bad as you think. So the first one, number 1, would be a hook. That would be what's grabbing your reader's attention. So it's either a question like, did you know, blah, 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 or a fun fact, elephants are blah, 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 right? Something like that. So after your hook, you're going to give me 2 to 3 sentences of background info, right? This is kind of all the information or the background information that you need to share with your reader so they understand what this topic is going to be about. It's kind of like revving up your information to get your reader to dive into the deeper things that you're going to be talking about later. This could look like answering the question that you asked at the beginning. Did you know this about animals? Well, animals, blah, 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 blah. Or playing off the fun fact that you talked about. Pandas are actually not good at kung fu. Because of this, they actually sleep a lot, or something like that, right? You guys understand what I'm saying. I'm sure everyone just giggled a little bit. Okay, so our fourth, or AKA our fifth sentence, would be our thesis. This is where you restate your main topic. Scratch that. This essay will discuss this endangered animal and its habitat being lost, being hunted for fur, and humans making their way through their fields. I don't know. I don't know, but you get it, right? You're restating the main topic, and then you're giving me your 3 body paragraph ideas for this. It's like a list. So we're now going to jump into our body paragraphs. You should have 3 of these. 3. There should be 3 body paragraphs. And they go in the order that you listed them in your thesis. So if you said, this essay will discuss an endangered animal and its habitat loss, topic idea 2 and topic idea 3. The habitat loss, because you listed it first, will be your first body paragraph. Now, if you mess this up, it is okay. You do not have to erase everything on your paper. Just draw some arrows, all right? Easy fix. So, your body paragraph, it should be 5 to 7 sentences long, and it's basically just a really big race. Like, that's really all it is. So our first sentence should be our topic sentence. What is this body paragraph going to be talking about? Ours, for example, we talked about is going to be habitat loss. So, elephants are losing their habitat because of this. Boom, right? Our second one would be us answering. We're not asking a question, but we're still answering. So we're basically playing off that first sentence. So if our first sentence is, elephants are losing their habitat, Our answer, our second sentence would be why they're losing their habitat in our own words. So it would sound something like this. Elephants are losing their habitat. Elephants have been losing their habitat for many years because people are building farms in the fields they live in, right? I don't know if that's true, but that is a good example of how this would be. Your 3, we all know this one, we all prepared, would be our cited evidence. You should have been taking that from your planning worksheet. We should have all had that done by now. Our 4th, 5th, potentially 6th and 7th, put 4 and 5, would be us explaining. Oh, I spelled explaining wrong. Don't look at that. It was an accident. Okay, so a lot of people are still asking me, Miss Honors, how do I explain my cited evidence? You are just putting the evidence in your own words. So if your cited evidence is, I'm back. Okay, so if your cited evidence is, in our example text, farming and development has led to vast areas of natural forest being burned, chopped down, or otherwise destroyed. I now explain that in my own words. Humans are using the land for farming, but the land isn't fertile enough. The farm is in business for a few years, and then farmers move on, destroying the land. Does everyone see how I kind of explained it in my own words there? I wasn't saying, this means that elephants are losing their habitat. We already said that. We don't need to say it again. We're explaining. Our last one, and honestly, in my opinion, the easiest one, our conclusion. A lot of people are asking me about a conclusion, but this one's easy peasy, especially after I explain it. So, conclusion, it's the same kind of thing as an introduction. It should be 4 to 5 sentences long, and it's basically just a summary paragraph. So, in the first sentence, you're just going to restate your topic. In conclusion, everyone will start their conclusion paragraph like this. In conclusion, and then blah, blah, blah. You just restate your topic. So mine would be, in conclusion, elephants are going endangered. And then, so right there you have one sentence. You only need 4 for this paragraph. So you have your topic sentence, and then magically you have 3 body paragraphs. So if you write a summary statement for each of those body paragraphs, topic 1, 2, and 3, you will have 4 sentences in your conclusion. So I'm gonna say 2 would be summary sentence of topic 1. All right. Your third sentence would be summary blah, blah, blah of topic 2. And you know where I'm going with this one. Summary sentence of blah, blah, blah topic 3. All right. Everyone see what I did there? If you're feeling crazy, you can write a 5th sentence and it just kind of wraps it together. So elephants are really cool and we should protect them so that they don't disappear from the planet. Right? That's a good wrap-up sentence if you would like to do that, but you really only need 4 sentences. So that is organization. When I come back here in a second, we're going to talk about thesaurus.com. Okay, so our second topic that I'm going to be discussing and kind of reviewing for you guys would be thesaurus.com. Now for this portion of this video, you don't need to do anything, you just need to listen and actually listen, please. So with thesaurus.com, I'm noticing when I'm reading all of these drafts that a lot of you are saying the same words over and over and over again. And it can be too much for your reader, right? We don't want to be repetitive with our words. So you can use a word one time, I don't know, habitat, right? We say habitat a lot, especially most of you people writing about animals right now. So if you're saying habitat in this sentence, if you say animals are losing their habitat, the habitat is leaving because of humans. Humans are destroying the habitat, right? We've said habitat 3 times in 3 sentences. So instead of saying habitat that much, I want you to go to thesaurus.com and you'll type in habitat or whatever word you have been repeating way too much, and it will give you synonyms of that word. Now, if you don't know what a synonym is, even though all of us should, a synonym is a word that means the exact same thing. So when you go to thesaurus.com, you type in your word, it gives you a whole bunch of synonyms that you get to choose from. So you're still choosing your word choice, but you're not using the same word over and over and over again. It makes a huge difference in your paper. So please, if you have the time, if you've already typed up your essay especially, and you're ready to go, submit things, do this first, please. Please, please, please. And then we're gonna talk about typing and submitting. All right, so I wanted to start out like this so you guys could see me. I'm gonna now talk about typing and submitting your essay. So a lot of you usually share your essay with me. Please do not do that. I always end up with like 200 shared essays in my drive, my Google Drive, and it's just too much. It looks crazy. So I'm gonna be talking about that. I'm gonna be talking about how you organize your essay on a document and also the font and size that I'm looking for. So I'm gonna move my thing around really quick so you can see my camera. Just hang in there. All right, so here I'm using the example essay for this. If you notice, I have my paragraphs indented. Everything is together, right? I have my hook, my background information, my thesis all in this one chunk. And my first sentence starts out with 5 spaces in. So if you don't know what that looks like, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Or if you don't want to count, like I don't like counting, you'll just hit the tab button if you see right here. Tab, right? And then it indents it for you. And you'll do that with each of your paragraphs. Next thing, if you notice, most of you just go start typing in a document. I want it not an Arial, so you'll highlight everything all the way down the bottom. And you're gonna go to Times New Roman. Now this is the go-to for any typing, right? It should always look like this. And what size you'll choose would be 12. 12 Times New Roman, right? That is the go-to for every single essay you'll ever have. Now, I want you to skip a space up here. Up at the top, you're gonna give me your title. Miss Saunders, what is my title? The title is just the topic you chose. So if you, I had to grab my paper here. So if you're looking at this paper, it would just be whatever you have chosen here, and you're copying that exactly down, exactly how it's written. So I'm gonna type now bear with me because I can't really see my keyboard. The importance of wildlife conservation, and I'm just gonna put endangered elephants. Right? Boom. There's my title. Notice how it's not bigger than anything else. It's still 12 Times New Roman. Now you don't need to put your name on this document because when you submit it, it will have your name on it. So you don't need to put any name on it. And then you would go to Google Classroom. We're getting there, and I'm just gonna go to, I know this is our 6th period, but I'm just gonna go to the first one I see. You'll go to classwork, and I'm just gonna go somewhere where I can see the questions. Now it's gonna look different for me because I made this assignment, but when you open it, we'll just pretend to open something here. View material. Over here, if you see my mouse, over here in this box, it will give you an option to submit or whatever. You're gonna click Add Document. Add Document. You'll click Add Document in this little corner right here. After you click Add Document, you will go to either your Docs or your Drive. If you go to Docs, it will open up a brand new document for you and you can start typing. If you go to Drive, you can click something that you have already typed in. So it'll take you to your Drive, and then it'll look something kind of like this, right? You have a bunch of different things you can choose from, and it will be the most recent thing that you just did right here. Everyone seeing this? I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm sure, actually I know Mr. Cruz can do this. He can help you and answer these questions if you have any, at least with submitting and all that kind of stuff. So I hope this all makes sense to everyone. Thank you for listening. I will be back tomorrow. So if there's any problems or any questions or anything, I will be back Wednesday to answer those questions for you guys. So thanks for watching.